So our African champion is coming up right next. Don't go.
African champions.
African champion.
African champions.
African champions.
Mary Jane McLeod Bethune is our African champion for today.
You be champion.
Now imagine being, the 15th child and you're the only one actually attended school. Of course, you should be the one to actually liberate your family, not from the dooms of not being educated, but actually taking them to, that's given them a new view of actually how the world looks like and how people see you, because you tend to have that different treatment. The way people will treat you will be definitely different from your other 14 siblings. Now, this is where this brave woman is actually coming from, born to slavery generally, but then she actually had that feel, that desire, enthusiasm to want to be something else. And how would you do that if you're not educated, especially living in a foreign land, Now, Mary Jane McLeod Bethune is an African-American educator, stateswoman, philanthropist, humanitarian, womanist, and civil rights activist who used the power of education, political activism, and civil service to achieve racial and gender equality throughout the United States and the world. A champion of racial and gender equality, Bethune founded many organizations and led voter registration drives after women gained the vote in 1920. Risking racist attacks in 1924, she was elected president of the National Association of Colored Women's Club, and in 1935 she became the founding president of the National Council of Negro Women. Now, she was a friend of the wife of the president at that time, President Roosevelt. She was the wife's friend. I mean, take a look at that. That means she actually went through a lot. I mean, rising through the ranks and going through and becoming the friend of the president. Not even a governor or more of like a congressman or a senator. The wife of the president. So because of that, she actually became the highest ranking African-American woman in government when President Franklin Roosevelt named her Director of Negro Affairs of the National Youth Administration, where she remained until 1944. She was also a leader of the President Franklin Roosevelt's unofficial black cabinets. In 1937, Bethune organized a conference on the problems of the Negro and Negro youth and fought to end discrimination and lynching. In 1940, she became vice president of the National Association of the Advancement of Colored Persons, NAACP, a position she actually held dear to herself, right? I mean, it's something that she wanted so much that she actually held it for the rest of her life, actually, As a member of the advisory board that in 1942 created the Women's Army Corps, Bethune ensured it was racially integrated. Super. There's a whole lot more to talk about when it comes to this strong, African-American woman. Mary Jane McLeod Bethune. Read more on her on AfricaGlobalRadio.com on our African Champions section. Very, very interesting. She's done a whole lot. She's done a whole lot. Being an activist, womanist, someone who actually cares and has the interest of the minority at hand, right? The show is Africa Daily on Africa Global Radio. I am Barry Musa.